Many of you out there have one of these, an ultrasound picture, and you sort of proudly show it to anybody who will look, because after all, it's that very first glimpse of your baby that you can get. Well, our next guest thought, those pictures, they're kind of hard to look at. You just don't really understand, like you're trying to figure out what you're looking at. And let's be honest, they were a little boring. So Alisann came up with this idea right here, baby ultrasound art.
Yes.
Who would have thought, besides Alisann, that you could do this? Thanks for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Tell me how you got started and where this idea came from.
Well, I've been an artist for about 10 years, and I wanted to do something that took this baby keepsake and made it special. So I was looking at, actually I was watching Pregnant in Heels and thinking, this is, these beautiful nurseries, they're spending all this money and yet they're showing off a black and white photograph.
Right.
So I started practicing with some digital art, and as I started working, I created the ultrasound art. They're just so much fun, and everyone is different. I just did one recently, in fact, the green one over here.
This one over here?
And they don't know the sex of the baby, but I've done so many of them now. I think it's a little boy.
Oh, really? Hopefully they're not watching. I mean, hopefully they are. But
well, they're in Nebraska. So
oh, good. Okay.
Maybe they can see the video later.
So you're actually becoming like an ultrasound tech. So if this business doesn't work out, well, you may have a future.
I can always do that.
Well, so are there certain types of images that work best for this? Because now all the rage is, of course, the 3D, whether you need it or not.
Exactly.
People want it.
Exactly. And I do both 3D and the regular ones.
Okay.
This one happens to be a 3D. You can see down here the 3D image. And it comes out a little bit different. You don't have the same echo bands that you have in, say, this one over here. But
so
it's
the darker
still,
purple areas, that's the baby. So you've got the arm right here coming
you
out.
have an arm right here where the heart is.
And here's the
head.
The face.
And then these are the legs over here. And actually this heart image was part of the picture itself. I only enhanced that.
Look,
it's so much
precious.
fun. Yeah, this happens to be my
idea.
niece in Denver, Colorado, and surprised her with that. This was the first one I did.
Now, do we have to have a digital image for you, or can you scan?
I just need a JPEG image. You can email it to me. It's very simple.
Okay, so if we've just got something printed out, but we can get it into a JPEG, you're good.
You can scan it and get it to me. That's all I need.
Now, we were swapping stories before the show started, and I want you to share the story about how you're only 4 months old, your business is,
yes.
And already you are really kind of getting a tremendous amount of advice from the business extraordinaire, Tori Johnson,
Tori
who's
Johnson
on ABC.
Right. I met Tori at one of her conferences, and she was so taken by my art being so different. There is ultrasound art out there,
sure,
but it's usually one color, two color. When she saw what I was doing and taking it to that next level, she's been my coach and my mentor and helping me out on that. So it's been wonderful. And I was also nominated as one of the young American-made of the Martha Stewart program recently.
I just think it's
fun. It's a lot of fun.
I think what is also fun is when you order one of these, you have this custom little...
I call it a pillow.
This pillow.
For the baby.
And then this slides in here, and so that's how you receive the gift.
Right, and all of this is handmade in my shop. I actually frame every piece except the canvas wrap, so every piece comes framed, signed, under glass.
I like the canvas wrap.
I like the canvas wrap too. I just started doing those about 2 weeks ago.
They're hugely popular.
So.
Well, Alisann, thank you so much. I mean, we could talk for hours. Just your passion is just infectious. So
thank you.
I completely appreciate you sharing your story.
So much.
And what we're going to do is we're going to provide a link to her website and her Etsy shop so that you can go on, you can check it out, and look at all of the options in ultrasound art. This is so cool. So cool, Terry.
Yeah, you know what? It kind of gives new meaning to baby's first picture.
Totally.
You know? It is like the first picture. Wow, that's so cool. I love